Hello and welcome back to the Cove with more Frostpunk. So far we've had a pretty good start to things. We've managed to build ourselves a couple of homes, been able to get ourselves a workshop as well as a hunter's hut and cookhouse. So I'm fairly happy with the way things are standing at this moment. At the moment we do have the cookhouse not making anything, but that's because we're out of raw food. We have plenty of rations, so we're doing a-okay. We've also gone ahead and passed a 24-hour work schedule for a gathering post. So far, I think that's pretty decent for us. That should easily go ahead and clear up what is remaining over here. So I'm not too bothered whatsoever. So yeah, we'll go ahead and see how that finishes up. We have plenty of coal at this stage. That's going along nicely. And 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 houses are, well, almost completed, which will give us our extra, what do we call it? Provide shelter for our people. So that'll be sorted out. Discontent is going to drop as people are no longer homeless. We will need to go ahead and build up a new infirmary. That is going to be necessary, but at this stage we're doing pretty decent. Alright, so at the moment we have some workers on a steel wreckage. Do we? Oh, so we do. Okay. We also are probably going to need a whole stack of extra wood as well. The coal pile I'm not too concerned about at this stage. I'm thinking once we clear up whatever is left over here, we'll go ahead and we will move the building. I'm not sure if we demolish it. Yeah, so we're not going to quite get our full amount of resources back, but it will at least help us out just a little bit. Certainly worth it to me. Alright, so there goes that final house, so that should be provided shelter for everybody. Fantastic, everyone feels relieved with a roof, even a flapping one over their head. Hope rises. Alright, excellent. Now we also do have a workshop. We're working on some things at the second floor for some better gathering speeds, which is going to help us out just a little bit better in the future. Kind of clear up this area and let us know where we want to put our real, more long-standing structures. But it does appear that we have a new Book of Laws opportunity. Okay, so at this stage, let's have a look at what it takes to adapt. So at the moment, we could go for either soup or food additives. I feel like soup's probably not a bad way for us to make sure that we have plenty of food early on. Radical treatment and sustain life are a couple of options. So let's just see what would happen. Yeah, so this would mean hope will fall slightly, discontent will rise, and eating soup causes discontent. But again, that does let us ration out our food just that little bit further. The other one is food additives. And that's a little bit of extra sawdust in the meal, more or less just to make your belly feel a little bit full, even if it's not actually any good for you. Yeah, as you can see, some people with eating sawdust meals will fall ill. So we'll definitely go for the soup, I think. Then what else is there? There is fighting arena. I don't think that is necessary. That's just going to cause us trouble, I think. We will need a cemetery at some point. I think we'll probably go towards corpse disposal. That could be a potential. I'm not sure if it's better to go for the funerals or the organ transplants. I'm not sure what one's the better one out of the two of them. But what we will do is then probably go ahead and deal with something with our child labor laws. We'll go ahead and see if we can make, medic apprentices and engineer apprentices. Get a little bit of extra efficiency out of those buildings. I think that would be particularly nice. So let's go ahead and pass. Let's pass child shelters, maybe? Yeah, so we'll get a new building. Hope will rise. Providing children with a home will give you a permanent hope bonus, which is good, but we will need to build one. 20 wood and 5 steel. That's not bad. That would keep us covered for now, and then maybe we could even go ahead and get those apprentices nice and quickly. Yeah, alright, let's go ahead and child shelters. Let's go ahead and sign that into law. I think that sounds fantastic. Alright, so child shelter. That is a new building. We should double check. What is its stats? Base heating level of 2, so that's even better than a tent. But it does cost us a bit more. So let's go ahead and get that built. We'll chuck that in nice and close to the heat at this stage. Yeah, we'll go ahead and do that, and we'll see what progress we can make. Alright, so at the time it is midnight, so it looks like our workers are going to be out there trying to gather up some more food, which will be nice. And then, yeah, at this stage it looks like we're doing pretty decent at this gathering post. So we only need what's that, an extra what, 8 hours here. Yeah, 8 hours there, and then another however long for all that wood to be gathered up. Okay, so if that is the case, let's go ahead and we'll keep that empty for now. We'll keep that empty too. We'll go ahead and send them maybe somewhere else. Children are cared for. Hope rises. Fantastic. We do need to go ahead and build ourselves a beacon, but it looks like a you know, let's go ahead and do we just take an emergency shift? Yeah, we're going to go ahead and do an emergency shift. We need to get our way through all of this technology as quickly as possible. And at the moment we have resources to burn, and we can always substitute out some of our engineers in the long run if some of these, if they work a little bit too hard. We'll be fine. Alright, let's see, what else can we do? We have pretty decent amounts of coal at this stage. It looks like that gathering post will gather from both of them, so let's go ahead and we'll call them back. That should be fine here. That'll give us a couple of extra workers. Let's go ahead and see, what else could we do at this stage? Now, medical post, that's probably worthwhile. Yeah, we probably want to go ahead and build one of those as quickly as we can. We might potentially want another builder's hut, but until we get more technology, we're going to be a little bit hamstrung on the amount of buildings that we can produce. So I think what we're going to do, yeah, we'll go with a medical post next. Make sure that our sick are taken care of nice and quickly. We'll chuck that on in there. Yeah, and now we have a nice little ring around, and all of those buildings must stay warm no matter what, so I'm not too concerned with that. As the temperature drops, some of our main buildings will always be taken care of, so that I am okay with. Alright, let's see, what else have we got? It's almost 7, so people are getting up to go back for their day of work, and what is this? Oh dear. A family torn apart. Sir, a woman came forward after we built the workshop. She said that her husband and daughter didn't reach the city with the main group, but she's sure they're still out there. She wants to join the first scout team when... the first scout team will send out. She urges you to hurry. Okay. So we will do that as quickly as possible. I think that'll be our next thing. So as soon as we finish the gathering efficiency, we'll go ahead and send out some scout teams as quickly as possible. I don't think it's going to cost us too much. If we have a look at our tech tree, so what do we have? We need exploration. Okay, so we need to make the beacon, and that'll allow us to use scouts, which is all well and good. And then we should be able to go ahead and start working towards more scouts, which I think we'll probably want to do fairly quickly thereafter. We may need maybe a sawmill, maybe a steelworks or something along those lines, just so we have better resource production, but we're going to have to see what problems ahead of us one at a time. Alright, now we do have engineers here, so this is something we can handle. We'll recall you from the gathering post. You can now work there at the medical outpost. Yep. So medicine and engineers, those are both of the ones that are important for our engineers, as they're the only ones who can work there. So that'll be fine. Other than that, I think we're doing fairly decently. So let's just go ahead and speed up a little bit of time. We're seeming to be doing all right as far as coal is concerned. If we check out our... what is it? Where is our coal? Yeah, so we're gaining more than we're spending, so that is all that matters to me. If we hit an excess, we'll make sure that we focus elsewhere. But again, if we can clear out these little spots, we will try and get that to... we'll try and clear it out so we can start building more permanent structures. Alright, what have we got here? Death of overwork. One of our people died suddenly during an emergency shift. We don't know what happened, but it likely was a heart attack. Okay, well... all emergency shifts currently in progress will end, and hope will rise, or discontent will rise. You know what? I think for now, we're going to go ahead and end the emergency shift for today. Yeah, I was kind of hoping to get some extra work throughout the night with the workshop, but I guess we're only going to be missing out on about 6 hours, so all things considered, it's probably worth it to raise our people's spirits. We're also down to 3 sick people, which is really good. That was at 7 before, so it looks like our engineers are doing perfectly fine. Also, too, we need to make sure that we need to have this place stocked up with engineers as much as we can. So let's go ahead and... whoops, daisies. We'll send 1 engineer over there. Do we have any extra engineers? We have 14 in total. There we go. We'll do a little bit of micromanaging there and make sure that everything is still up and running. Alright, so the first death, one of the people has just died of sickness, accidents, and deadly cold will keep claiming lives of the harsh. We need a way to dispose of the bodies. Okay, so cemetery or corpse disposal law. Huh. We'll open it up. We still have to wait a couple of hours, so we're not going to be able to do that at the moment. I think ceremonial funerals would be nice, but I also do like the idea of being able to go back down that transplant list again. I don't know if there's a better or worse choice. We'll keep the dead bodies out of the heat zone and cover them with snow. The cold will halt their decay. So we'll get a snow pit. There'll be no risk of disease from unburied bodies. Bodies are preserved for potential future use. Yeah, hope will fall, discontent will rise. And then on a cemetery, we'll have hope will rise, no risk from disease. And each burial will keep some people from work for a few hours, but we will have to establish a cemetery. It's a bit of a choice. I'm not 100% sure which one is the right call. But again, we don't have to make that decision as we currently stand, so... yeah, we'll give that a couple of hours. We'll work our way through that. And, oh, right. Of course, we'll now go ahead and continue our research. Let's go straight towards that beacon. If we can start bringing in extra people, that would be ideal. We do have enough steel and... oh, are we short on wood? No. Okay, well, apparently we had just the right amount, which I'm not 100% sure why. I thought it said we didn't quite have enough. Hey, look, I'm not going to complain. A windfall is a windfall. Let's go ahead and turn that cookhouse off for now. Let's get those extra workers back into the group. Let's go ahead and select... actually, is this almost finished? That's almost done. Yeah, we might need to start making a sawmill. A sawmill might be a decent idea. Start cutting down some of these trees. Yeah, I think that could be another good thing. So let's see. How long is this going to take at this stage? 7 hours for our beacon to be finished. Actually, you know what? That's from start to finish. So realistically, I think we'll be fine. Yeah, we're already 20% of the way through. Okay. So we will get the beacons done today, so that is good. Then we can start working towards getting some scouts. Let's see. Coal isn't something that we're really hurting on. It looks like, oh, gathering post is depleted. Let's go ahead and tear that down. Let's go ahead and dismantle. I guess it's not a bad thing that we cancel that emergency shift. Yeah, just hurts us on the research front. Let's go ahead and dismantle the building. That'll get us a little bit extra. And then where can we build another one? Do we want another hunter's hut or do we want another cookhouse? Maybe a gathering post. So there'll be enough. So there's a couple of spots for wall drills and some steel as well. Looks like there's also a fair few trees lying around, I guess. For the efficiency of it all. Maybe we just go ahead and clear this section out. Give us access to maybe some of these extra trees. I don't think that's unreasonable. So let's just follow that through just a fraction. Make sure that they're all in alignment so we are not dealing with extra roads unnecessarily. Not adjacent to street. That is I guess that's fine. Alright, we can build that one. Okay, that's good. Let's go ahead and we'll run the street up and alongside. Yeah, we'll try and get that done. Get that up and running. That'll give us access to some more steel, some more wood, so that should be decent enough for us. We can then maybe start looking at everything else. We will recoup a couple of our losses from here, so that's not too bad. Yeah, I think at this stage we should be alright. Although one question I do have is, let's go ahead and check out our food processing. So at the moment, we are losing... Yeah, we're gaining about 15 food. That turns into 30 food rations. Yeah, we're not going to be able to sustain ourselves as it currently stands. So I think we should go ahead and build ourselves another hunter's hut. But that's going to cost us a little bit of wood, but we are out right now, so I guess we're just going to have to go ahead and see how it goes. Alright, child shelter, a note of thanks. We just wanted to thank you. Back in London, it was only the wealthy that didn't have to send their kids to work. In this new world you're creating, we can see things will be different. It was the right thing to do. Alright, well that's nice. Hope is rising, that's good. It does kind of leave us in a little bit of a bother because you do know that at some stage it's probably going to drop. At the end of the day, this is a survival game, therefore everything we have is a resource, including our hope. So hopefully we can make some good decisions. Alright, let's kick up the speed again. It looks like coal is depleting in an area. It looks like this will take us... how much? 230. So we've only got another day of work out there. Okay, so we're definitely going to need to come up with a new coal alternative. Either that or start working through some others. So hopefully, yeah, after this next beacon, what do we want? Hang on a second, let's just go ahead and check. So coal-wise, we're basically making more or less double what we need. So that's not the end of the world. So if that lasts for another day, that gives us another 2 days worth. So at this stage then, 2 days worth. Okay, we have about 4 or 5, so we'll have about a week's worth of coal. You know what, let's just be conservative and say we'll have 5 days worth of coal at the end of tomorrow. So that's, 6 days worth of time to progress. So let's go ahead and start some construction. We need wood and steel. 35 steel. Ah, darn. Okay, let's go. Whoops, that is meant to be manned. That's my bad. That should have been up and running. And then, you know what? We're going to send as many people there for the wood as possible. We need to make... Yeah, I think we're going to need to make as much progress as possible on that. Although maybe we go... Let's bring that down to 10 and we'll send a couple of people there for the steel, just so we've got a decent surplus there at any given stage. Alright, research tree. Is there anything we can afford? So a coal thumper would be a way of making... Yeah, making some coal. Also have a sawmill and then a steel works. Okay. Food could be nice there, but again, we can get our way to that eventually. Drawing boards, how much does this cost us? 50 wood. Okay. I think then if that's the case, let's go... Let's start with the sawmill. We have a couple of days to be able to get onto the coal thumper, and that only takes us 7 hours. So, yeah, sawmill first. We'll keep that up and running. That'll give us access to more buildings and all of that. And then we'll also go ahead and... what do we call it? Yeah, that way we can build up enough of a society, make sure we get on top of the food, and then we'll get to the coal. Because again, we do have... Yeah, we have this coal pile. We have another one over here. That's another... What? Wait, we use 144 per day. That gives us what? 3 days, 3.5 days per coal pile. So that's what? Yeah, 3.5. That's a week. A little bit beyond. Okay, so we'll basically have about 13 odd days from the coal lying on the ground that we can easily access. Okay, so realistically, that's not too bad. That's not too bad at all. All right, so let's see. What else have we got? We do have the Book of Laws. We could pass... Ooh, engineer apprentices already. If we could get our children to work for us, that would be... Hang on a second, let's have a look. So, medic apprentices. Education is key to the future. Let's teach our children medicine. So, they will help at medical facilities and raise their efficiency. Or we have engineer apprentices, so we can work with new designs. Yeah, I think we're going to go for research. Science is normally the way to go. We're doing fine as far as medicine is concerned, and I think that's something that we can fairly easily handle. So let's go ahead and sign the engineer apprentices. I know that people were asking something about a cemetery or corpse disposal, but I feel... like if we make good progress elsewhere, we should be able to navigate things a bit. So let's go ahead and grab those engineer apprentices straight away. We're going to go ahead and get that done.
Listen, everyone. New law is signed.
Yeah, okay. So now we're at least gaining some benefit and everyone is working towards a common goal. So let's go ahead and check out. Let's see. Efficiency is actively 0%. No surprises there. It is the end of the day. We did unfortunately burn that emergency shift, which does not help, but it is what it is. Let's see. We don't have a spot for children to work towards. We do need the beacon still, but again, we're short on wood. You know what? I think we're going to go ahead and raise discontent. We're going to get that done. We need to make some... decent progress as to all of this extra wood. Yeah, these wood crates are going to cost us... Yeah, we really need to get them going. So we'll go ahead and do that overnight. Hopefully that'll save us a little bit of trouble. And maybe get ourselves a beacon, a sled team, start finding resources out on the map and see what we can do there. Because right about now, things are about to get quite cold. Yeah, things are about to drop 2 degrees. So... Yeah, that red will go down to chilly, and anything less will then be in the cold, and people are going to start getting sick. So we're going to have a little bit of an interesting time as we experience our first temperature plunge. Oh well, there really is no way around it, so let's go ahead and brace for that. Actually, you know what? We do have enough wood at the moment. Let's go ahead and see. Beacon. Do we just continue that out further? Invalid would destroy resources. Now I'm trying to remember that little mountain thing. Is that for steel? I feel like that's potential steel. Yeah, that's wood. Yeah, steel, coal, and then of course there is the wall drill, which is the trees. So let's go ahead and throw that. We would lose a little bit of our tree line. Actually, hang on. Does this even need to... Oh, we can build that right where we are. Okay, well, you know what? That's not actually the worst. That's not as bad as I thought. Let's go... I normally place this on the outside because I don't think people sit there on the regular. So... I suppose the question is, if we have... What's this? If we just build that there, I suppose we can work our way around it, but we don't have to worry too much further. But the road's still going out to where it needs to go, but this should be out of the way for now. The question is there another road that I'd prefer to throw this on? And the answer is it probably should go slightly further back. Down over here. Yeah, if we cut this across, let the road come up, we're still going to have access to everything that we need, but it's not going to be directly in the way of these coal, what is it, those coal mines. Decisions. I think for now we should be fine, so let's just go ahead and build it there. We'll add on just a little bit of road, but that road's going to be continued on there anyway, so, you know, minimal losses there as far as our output for wood. Yeah, I think we should be fine. Does look like one person is gravely sick, which is not ideal. Yeah, we have a little tutorial for weather changes, but we are aware of that. What is this? Switches between buildings? That's fine. There we go. Alright. Should be good. Alright, now we do need more food, so we're definitely going to need to go ahead and build that back up again. Let's go ahead and find... Oh, we need 20 wood. Yeah, well, this is why we're doing that emergency shift now, isn't it? Let's see. Wood crates, you seem fairly well maxed out. You know what? I think we drop the steel wreckage for now. We're just going to go ahead and make our way through as much of that as possible. Again, if we can get just enough to keep us up and rolling, that's what's going to be important. If we can make it what is it, neutral? Yeah, if we can hit that neutral spot where we're balancing what we've got, that would be good. All right, and there we go. Things are cooling down. Yay. Alright, let's go ahead and turn our cookhouse back on. That'll put some people back in the warmth. And... too cold. Oh. Well, that is not ideal. Okay, question. Do we have enough food to get us through the day? The answer is... we're going to go through all of it. Darn it. Okay, you know what? We need to make soup very, very soon. Let's also go ahead and start building... We need another hunter's hut. We're just going to throw you here for now, I suppose. What building are you again? Gathering post. Right. Yeah, we're going to go ahead and throw you here. That'll have to suffice for now. Actually, you know what? That's going to get rather close. I don't think that's... necessarily the best spot. Maybe we go and build it all the way over here, just so we're not taking up some of the oh, never mind. I guess all the real estate's kind of much of a muchness. You know what, let's just build it here. Yeah, we'll build it on the other side of the road. Hopefully that will be enough. Now we do need to go ahead and rescue some survivors, but again, this beacon is still being built wherever that is. Alright, there we go. There is the beacon. Okay, so it's going to be up in less than an hour. That is ideal. We'll quickly get a team together. I think we get a free scout group when we build the beacon. Alright, so there we go. We're no longer lost and blind. From now on, our people will be able to survey the icy barrens that surround us. Frostland. Okay, so up she goes. Good old hot air balloon. Alright, so the beacon is lit. Frostland calls for aid. And we will oblige. So, let's find our riders and we will send them out. What have we got? A lost expedition or a crash site? Well, we're trying to save these people as quickly as we can, so send scouts here to learn about this place? Yes. Alright, we don't have scouts, do we? Do we have... 5 citizens must be available and not enough wood. Alright, I think we should have enough wood though, so let's go... where can we... We're going to call back some of these guys. That should be fine. And then... Oh, we need 40 wood. Oh my goodness, that's worse than I thought. Ooh. You know what? Scratch that. Maybe we'll get that building to finish as quickly as we can, and then we're going to quickly send them right back out to pick up that wood. Yeah, because in one more day we're going to be in a whole stack of trouble with our food, so we're in major danger. What else could we do to make progress? We can't do a 24-hour emergency shift just yet, but we will do that as soon as that is viable. Alright, ready to search? Alright. People cheer as the giant observation balloon soars above the city. This is a real feat. Everybody feels proud of the work they've done to make it happen. Volunteers have lined up, eager to go looking for our lost people in Frostland. The woman who came forward earlier is among them. Alright, that's excellent. We will go ahead and send you, but we need the jolly timber. Yeah, good thing we're making that sawmill, because we're definitely going to need that for more buildings. Also too, I think we might need to go for something along the lines of those steam hubs. We cannot have these cookhouses going without making us food. Our people are going to start starving and start eating into the raw food, so that is not good. Now the plan is, let's see, we have 15 per day, so that should be 30, and then if we get the tech, that'll go up to 40, which is decent. But we'll have to see. What is this? Frostbite. Great. Alright, one of our people have become gravely ill due to frostbite. This will keep happening if people have to work in such cold. Okay. So we'll consider things, or I think we'll just say I see for now. But we're going to come back and deal with this one in the next one. We've, yeah, got a few decisions to make, so I'm going to have a think about things, and we will see if we can manage... Oh. To make a team, but it looks like we just did, so let's go ahead and send them there before I forget at the beginning of the next episode, and I will see you next time. So until then, thank you for tuning into the Leviathan Cove. This is the Leviathan, signing out.